What is going on, guys? Dale7402 back with another episode of Ringside Republic. This is your debut premiere edition of This Week in WWE. This is how we're going to do things from now on. It's going to be a one show a week podcast for the foreseeable future. Due to my work schedule and everything that I've got going on, unfortunately, this is not my full-time gig. I wish it was. If it was, I could do a lot more videos and the quality would be better. I could afford to get a better webcam and a better microphone and things like that. But hopefully one day that will be the case. But for right now, it's a one show a week podcast here at Ringside Republic, and we're going to be doing your Raw review, your SmackDown review, and the news and rumors through the week that have transpired. And there's been a lot, actually. This is a pretty big week for WWE. So let's get right into it, guys. And hopefully this new format for the show will turn out to be better for you guys as well as me. So, Raw, Monday Night Raw, September 11th from Anaheim, California. Real quick before we get into the review, I want to say, because I would have said this on the Raw review, September 11th was a day that will be forever ingrained in our hearts and our minds, and our thoughts and our prayers go out to everyone that was a victim of the great tragedy on September 11th. So our thoughts and prayers go out to you guys, and an extreme thank you to all the men and women who served on the New York City Fire Department and all of the search and rescue people that took part in helping after that great tragedy. Monday Night Raw from Anaheim, California. Roman Reigns kicks off the show in a match against Jason Jordan. Roman wins. It was an okay match. Once again, Jason Jordan showcased what he can and do and what he is capable of in WWE. It was a very good match. Roman Reigns won. He gave Jason Jordan the nod of approval and gave him a handshake. John Cena comes out. Cena says that they cut another promo, another scathing promo. He once again buried Roman Reigns on live television. Said that Cena was like a drug test to Roman Reigns and he can't get past it. Which was a very fucking low blow, and I was once again shocked that Vince actually allowed that to be said on television. WWE is really, I think they're trying to add more realism to their product by doing these shoot slash fucking, these promos. They're half shoot, they're half work. It's like a work shoot promo that WWE's been doing over the last couple of weeks, and I think that's just WWE and Vince McMahon trying to add more realism to his product. We got Sasha Banks versus Emma with Alexa and Nia Jax on commentary. Sasha Banks wins. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman call out Braun Strowman. He comes out and he kicks Brock Lesnar's ass again, and leaves him laying in the middle of the ring. We got Goldust versus Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt wins the match and he has a big thing about paint and Goldust paint and hiding behind his face paint, and he grabs a washcloth and wipes off Goldust's paint, and Finn comes out to the rescue and runs off Bray Wyatt. We got Gallows and Anderson versus Sheamus and Cesaro that was supposed to happen, but there ended up being a big brawl on the stage, and Kurt Angle advised Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to find new tag team partners, for there would be an 8-man tag for the main event, and we'll get into that in a second. We'll get into that in a second. Excuse me. I got a little stumbled up here because the next little piece of information that come from Monday Night Raw was Asuka. Asuka is being moved to Monday Night Raw. This was the big news of the week for the most part. Asuka, they showed a little vignette and a promo and said coming soon, Asuka to Monday Night Raw. So for better or worse, Asuka will be moving to Monday Night Raw. We got Elias versus Kalisto. Elias gets the win. Cena versus Strowman, which was a fucking pay-per-view, if not a WrestleMania caliber match that was given to us once again for free on live television. The match actually got thrown out after Strowman power slammed um, John Cena on the steel steps. So I guess John Cena won by DQ. So that's kind of a way of ending the match without getting a clean cut victor. That way they can possibly revisit this match in the near future. We got Miz TV with Enzo Amore. We got news on Maurice. Miz announced that Maurice was pregnant. I don't know if this is a work or if this is the truth or what it is. If it is, congrats to them, I guess. But Enzo cuts a scathing fucking promo, as well does the Miz on Enzo. He talks about the Miz getting kicked off tour buses and just another, like we talked about earlier, another work shoot promo between Miz and Enzo Amore. So it ended up being a match, Miz versus Enzo. Enzo wins by DQ. Miz and his entourage beat down Enzo. Who's your daddy chants from the crowd um, towards Maurice about who exactly is the daddy. Um, Through this match, Enzo kept grabbing the mic and taking shots at the Miz, and it was fun. It was what it was. I don't think really anybody gives a fuck about Enzo Amore anymore. He's boring. He's stale. I think 205 Live was a good move for him. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Finally, guys, we got the main event. We got Anderson and Gallows and Sheamus and Cesaro versus Rollins, Ambrose, and the Hardys. A decent match for what it was. Rollins and Ambrose and the Hardys ended up being the winners of this match. I think, in my opinion, this should not have been the main event. I think John Cena and Braun Strowman should have definitely been the main event. I think it would have given Brock the opportunity maybe to come down to the ring and get some revenge on Braun Strowman after what Braun did to him earlier in the night. I think WWE really fucked up there, because this 8-man tag match that we got for the main event, when Raw went off the air, I felt very unfulfilled. A very typically the beginning of Raw, the middle of Raw, and the end of Raw are usually your three high points. Tonight it was the beginning. Actually, tonight was just the middle. The beginning wasn't really anything special, and neither was the ending. I think Braun Strowman and John Cena should have most definitely been the main event tonight, guys. But that's your Raw review. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give the show a 5. And it wasn't anything really that special, but it was what it was. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just a typical, whatever. Give it a 5 out of 10. SmackDown Live, September the 12th from Las Vegas, Nevada. Sin City SmackDown. They were billing this basically as a pay-per-view that SmackDown is not going to have in September. This is taking the place of the pay-per-view that SmackDown's not getting in September. Kevin Owens kicks off the show. He calls out Vince McMahon off the bat. Shane's music hits. Dolph Ziggler comes out, mocking Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler have a little bit of chemistry together as heels go. But Daniel Bryan comes out and says Vince will be here very soon, and Kevin Owens might as well get his laughs in now, because he will not be laughing and he will not like what Vince McMahon has to say when he gets there. We got the first match on SmackDown, AJ Styles versus Ty Dillinger for the United States Championship. It's a very good match. Corbin tried to interfere. AJ cut him off relatively quickly. I wish they would have given AJ and Ty Dillinger at least another 5 minutes. It was kind of a short match, unfulfilling. It was a good match. Just I think they could have went a little bit longer, and AJ ended up retaining his United States Championship. Jinder Mahal comes out and cuts a promo on Nakamura, mocking him, being very disrespectful, making fun of Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke, we did not see Shinsuke Nakamura on this episode of SmackDown. We did not see Bobby Roode, which I'm fine with that. I really am. They need to be very careful with Bobby Roode, as they should have been with Nakamura when he first came. But we know how WWE is. They have ruined a lot of superstars by using them too much, and we'll just have to wait and see what they do with Bobby Roode. The New Day versus the Usos for the tag team title match in a Las Vegas street fight. This was probably the match of the night, if not the match of the week this week in WWE. It was a very good match. Some people call it a spot fest, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it was a very good match. New Day actually recaptured their WWE tag team titles. I think we were going to most definitely see a title change on this show. I did not think it was going to be AJ. I actually expected it to be. I expected to see a cash in tonight. I'm not going to lie. I expected Carmella to cash in on Natalya tonight, but we did not see that. As Natalya versus Naomi were the next match, and Natalya actually won that match. Decent for what it was. Ziggler comes out with more of his impersonations of Bayley and the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck Dolph Ziggler. Just leave, dude. Really. It's just, it's time to go. Nobody gives a fuck about Ziggler anymore. I think at this point WWE is just trying to embarrass him. And, it is what it is. He's boring. He's a great competitor in the ring. He needs to be repackaged, but I think his contract's coming up soon, and we're seeing Dolph Ziggler on his way out right now. I think that's what we're seeing from WWE. Shelton Benjamin versus Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus the Hype Bros. Benjamin and Gable win, and at the end, Mojo Rawley shook their hands. Zack Ryder wouldn't. He actually wouldn't shake hands. He wouldn't show the respect. He was pissed. He left Mojo in the ring. Looks like yet another fucking tag team that we are seeing dismantled by WWE, which they cannot afford to do, by the way. But it is what it is. Finally, Vince McMahon comes out and confronts Kevin Owens in the ring. Vince says he suspended Shane because he didn't finish the job. Vince was very much on Shane McMahon's side of this whole debacle. Kevin Owens was being very disrespectful to the McMahon family, and Vince said that he suspended him because he didn't finish the job. He says he's going to reinstate Shane McMahon, and he's going to make a match, which we all knew was coming. Which we all knew that this match was coming. Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon in a Hell in a Cell. Kevin Owens then proceeded to ask Vince McMahon for his word that there will be no repercussions and he will not be suspended or fired for taking out a McMahon. Vince shook his head. Vince shook his hand. Kevin Owens then proceeded to headbutt Vince McMahon, busted him open right off the bat, and just proceeded to beat the holy hell out of Vince McMahon. He at one point he climbed up to the top turnbuckle and did a frog splash onto Vince McMahon. He kicked him in the ribs. He beat the hell out of him. Everybody comes out trying to help him. After Kevin Owens was done, he was making his way back up the ramp, and we see Stephanie McMahon for the first time in forever, and giving Kevin Owens a straight go to hell fuck you look, and coming down after he beat the hell out of her dad. The show, SmackDown this week, in my opinion, was a little bit better than Monday Night Raw. It was kind of hard not to be. I'll give SmackDown a 6 out of 10 this week, just for the mere fact of the Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon segment. That was absolutely segment of the week, and I think that it's very interesting that, first of all, that Vince McMahon is, fucking 70-something years old, and he's still in the ring taking bumps, and he's looking older. I will say this. Vince McMahon is looking significantly older than he used to. Obviously, he's getting older, but he's looking, a little wrinkly, a little saggy there. But he's still willing to dedicate his body and his life and everything to his business, and you got to hand it to the guy for that. Real quick, I want to say this about the Mae Young Classic. I did watch it. I watched the majority of it. And after SmackDown went off the air, it was the last match. It was Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane, in which Kairi Sane won. The tournament was good. The last match was kind of uneventful. There was rumors going around that Ronda Rousey was going to get in the ring and have some sort of, promo or confrontation with somebody, which didn't happen. I was disappointed in that. I was disappointed in the match with Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane. I honestly wanted Shayna Baszler to win. In my opinion, it made more sense with everything that's going on with the four horsewomen of UFC and WWE. I just thought they were going to combine that together. And congratulations to Kairi Sane, but I think the last match was very uneventful as far as the Mae Young Classic goes. And that's your review, guys. That's your review for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Right now, we are going to be getting into the news and rumors portion of the show. And go ahead and real quick, guys. This is one piece of information that I just found out. Kofi Kingston was apparently injured at a house show in Hawaii the night after winning the tag team titles. So we don't know the severity of his injury. We do not know if he will miss any significant amount of time, if any at all. But he has been injured. We will have to probably wait till Tuesday to find out more about that. Now, on to the news. Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet is saying WWE is talking about possibly doing a tag team Hell in a Cell match between the New Day defending the SmackDown tag team titles against the Usos. Now, this is news that has obviously broke before the news of Kofi Kingston's injury. Like I said, if Kofi is okay and he can return to the ring, and of course, Hell in a Cell is still what, 3 or 4 weeks away, maybe even 5. So if Kofi's injury isn't significant, he will probably make it back for that match. So be on the lookout for a Hell in a Cell tag team match coming soon. The Observer says Luke Harper and Eric Rowan were to be the team revealed in the Fashion Files investigation, but that may have been dropped. That said, Ryan Satin noted he's heard Harper may be getting repackaged. Somebody needs to do fucking something with Harper. He needs to be repackaged. He's a very, very good fucking talent. And something's going to have to be done with him. I agree with the repackaging of Luke Harper. The Clones should be returning to WWE television very soon. It looks like they're coming back. I don't really know who gives two flying fucks about that shit, but we'll just have to wait and see. It is what it is. I've got rumors here going around about the roster. The Raw roster is headed to New Delhi, India, for a pair of shows on December 7th and 8th, according to PW Insider. No word yet if SmackDown's Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers will accompany Team Red to New Delhi, but speculation is out there that Mahal will remain WWE champion until that trip in December. Let's fucking hope not. The winner of No Mercy's John Cena Roman Reigns match is not decided yet, but either way, Reigns will be protected and eventually go over Cena sometime between now and WrestleMania 34. Wonderful. Who gives a fuck? Asuka's Raw debut is expected for mid-October. Her first match likely at TLC. And there's rumors going around that her first opponent is going to be Emma. Tribute to the Troops is expected to be filmed along with the December 5th SmackDown in San Diego this year. And Rey Mysterio is reportedly working through an ankle injury per Wrestling Observer. So apparently Rey Mysterio is injured. That's not really WWE news. There was rumors not long ago that Rey Mysterio was coming back to WWE. Those rumors have kind of died down, but the fact of the matter is his contract is still good with Lucha Underground. And we'll have to wait and see about that when his contract ends. But there is some rumors and speculation about Rey Mysterio possibly returning to WWE. They would probably love to have Rey Mysterio back. That's the only thing that would bring any excitement and attention and notoriety to the 205 Live bullshit. So if WWE could get him back, they might actually save their cruiserweight division, which is in fucking shambles, in my opinion, right now. Let's see. We got news, guys, on for the next network tournament. WWE is considered either doing tag teams or a second Mae Young Classic. This will all be more than likely happening next summer, but it seems that WWE and the success that they've had with these tournaments is working out very well for them. I personally would rather see a tag team tournament. I think WWE possibly should have done that before the Mae Young Classic, because the tag team division on Raw and SmackDown in WWE as a whole is a laughing stock right now. They really, really need to fucking start building that division up more. Kairi Sane's NXT Women's Title match at TakeOver Houston will be a multi-person affair, according to Pro Wrestling Sheet. There's also news here on Baron Corbin. WWE was apparently unaware Baron Corbin was involved in a concussion lawsuit against the NFL until his debate with Dr. Joseph Maroon, which allegedly resulted in his failed Money in the Bank cash-in and decisive SummerSlam loss, according to the Wrestling Observer. Baron Corbin is a talent. He is okay as a character. He is fucking getting stale, and they're fucking him over to the point where I do not give a fuck about Baron Corbin. The only things that have any interest right now for me as it relates to WWE is the whole Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens feud is being built very well. Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar is being built very well. Although there's rumors going around that Brock Lesnar is expected to win at No Mercy. Now here's the thing. Brock Lesnar's contract states that after No Mercy, he's not due back for quite a while. He is taking time off. You know, we've seen Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw over the last couple months more than we have seen him in the last 2 years. But after No Mercy, Brock Lesnar is most definitely, it's a fact, he's taking time off. At least for a few months. We probably won't see Brock Lesnar back until the Royal Rumble, to be honest. I do not see how Braun Strowman could lose this match. With Brock Lesnar taking all this time off, that leaves what? The Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw? The Miz is great, but it's getting stale. It's getting fucking boring. I want to see Finn Balor. There's also news that Triple H is furious with WWE and Vince McMahon about the shitty fucking booking of Finn Balor on Monday Night Raw. You know, and I agree. I'm right there with him. In my opinion, Finn Balor and The Miz should be competing for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know what that shit was with Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy, but it should have been Finn Balor, and he should have fucking won. That's all there is to it. But as far as Brock Lesnar goes, he's taking time off. Reports as of right now, the rumors going around is that Brock is expected to retain his title at No Mercy. So, you know, all we can do is hope that that's not true. All we can do is just hope that Braun Strowman will capture the Universal Championship at No Mercy. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see, guys. That is all of the news that I have this week, I believe. We've went over quite a few things. We're up to about 23 minutes on the video here. For those of you that watched, if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at Dale74021. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/Dale74021. Joe Cronin, once again, shout out to Joe Cronin. He once again left a comment on one of my videos telling me to hit him up, and we would do something together. Joe, this is me officially hitting you up. I've tried Twitter. I've tried YouTube. I've tried everything, brother. I'm hitting you up. You told me to. Here I am. Let's do it, brother, anytime. I am off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I got 40 hours in 3 days. Those are the days I'm off. Those are the days I'm available. Any one of those days, I would be very honored and happy to do anything with you, and hopefully that'll come soon. That's all I got for you guys. This is your very first episode of This Week in WWE from Ringside Republic. I hope you enjoyed it, and look for more to come in the following weeks. I guess we will see you back next week. It'll probably be Saturday with your Raw, SmackDown review, and once again the news and the rumors for the week. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thanks for sticking it out with me. Ray Rock, I hope you enjoyed it, brother. I hope this works out good for you. We'll see you back next week, guys, with more news and rumors and reviews. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.